trailer. You know what stupid AI are like.
That's what the beacons look like.
I gotta say, this new baler is adorable, just how small it is. Does it remind you of that old Massey baler? Other way, other way, other way. You go down and round.
Got to be shitting me.
Yeah, you go round.
Whoa. Stupid car.
I know.
This is going to be difficult. At least the traffic actually see me.
Yeah, at least they can see you. Your big, bright yellow thing.
Have you seen how close this header is? So I mean, I've got the corners.
You just clip straight through that barrier there.
So now I've got stuck there.
Yeah, you got stuck on the wall. Your wheel did.
You know, with the water, I don't know how you get down to the beach on this.
You go all the way down this road, and then turn left into the car park. At the end of this road, you turn left, and it takes you down onto the beach.
Well, no, the funny thing, I'm trying to keep this it's on my side of the road as possible.
Right here.
Cars don't pull over for you, do they?
No. And they don't let you out either. We only have £3 in the bank.
How are you going to get that out of William?
Don't know, we'll have to check the contracts.
Contract crap. They're transporting them.
Oh, that's right, they're only transporting contracts on this map, you know.
Is that it?
Yeah. I think that's what it said in the description, only transporting contracts. That's what I said. So if you're wondering why we've got hazards lights flashing, we are playing on PS4s, but we're playing with the Logitech side panel.
Where am I going, by the way?
Just keep following this road, you'll see the turning on the left.
Field 40, is it? Or are we just bringing it back, or are we going to do a field whilst we're here?
I don't know, do we have any fields that actually need harvesting with a serial header?
Field 26 that we just passed.
That's a little bit big for that header.
Field 41.
Field 41 isn't corn, okay. If you want to turn into field 41 then.
Right, I should hopefully make that turn. I don't think I will.
If you have to, take the header into the yard, drop it off, because when I drop the baler off, oh I see what you're doing. Crop restrictions on, don't.
Moron.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to turn it off.
Now I'm stuck here. You stupid car. That's just clever, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a horn too, what of it? Beaten like a butt. Stupid car.
Are you caught on, so you're caught on the car and the wall?
Well, Non's here in the grey, if he'd given me a bit more space.
Yeah, he drove right up and into you, didn't he? Like a twat.
I'll find a way to get through.
Ow.
Will I be able to get... Oh, for God's sake. We should have brought the header up on the trailer on its own. Because the traffic is just not going to allow me to do the type of turns at the moment.
Really? Fucking stupid car.
Oh, there's a wheel as well.
Oh, we have one viewer. Hello, viewer. Okay, this baler does not like turning on the reverse. Good to know.
No, there's this.
No, that one really doesn't like
I don't know
it.
where to put it.
If you just drop off the trailer, I'll just put the baler here for now, and then I'll take the header trailer on the tractor.
But the thing is, can I get into the field without actually taking the trailer in?
Yeah.
Not? Do you think I can get into the field with just the header on its own, or not?
Oh, you'd be able to do that, yeah.
Well, do you think the header's going to fit through the gate?
Should do. The header's no wider than the combine itself.
But the thing is, we've got a Joskin, and I don't know how high this pipe is.
Joskin. Oh, the trailer on it.
Yeah. Good thing you warned me about the crop then, because I was about to back into it and I almost touched it.
I think crop destruction's on. I don't actually know. It was the last time I was on here.
I don't even want to find out. So how much is that Arthur Williams, no?
Not sure, hang on.
Because last time I saw the cows and pigs were producing manure at quite a rate.
Standard, it is 3,500. Fully set up, it is 4,040 quid. With the ladder rack and the
small bales we can throw by hand onto the trailer, can't we? And then all you just need is someone to smarten them up a bit then.
Yeah. I brought the header trailer down and left the tractor on it at the bottom of the field.
An idea just come to mind. What, if you're thinking of keeping that small trailer, that small baler, if we'd had like 3 people, you could have one person just driving a truck or machine with the trailer, while 2 people just pick the bales up and aim them on the trailer. You know how they do it in real life, really? I've seen people do it that way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Where is... Because we do have that little low loader. We could sell that and exchange it for the IFA and then just take the IFA into the...
The IFA Williams does have it does have...
I don't think it does if it has the sides on it, though.
Are you going to put it with the sides on it, then?
Yeah, to keep the bales in. Why? What were you thinking? Were you thinking of just stacking them as they were? This thing right here, this thing is awesome. This thing is also awesome. I'm just going to check the cattle. They've already made a mess in here. That was quick.
Yeah, you have got crop destruction on.
Thought so. I'm going to just go check around the animals while you're doing that, and then I'll start the baling.
Hang on, I need a trailer for when this gets full. Something.
It's true. Let me know when you're starting to get full, then I'll bring a trailer up.
And actually, to go towards the Eiffel, we can actually sell it. We'll just sell it straight off.
Yeah, we could do. So sheep.
Hang on, turn those off. I don't need them on. How that?
Hello, sheep.
Call them woolly jumpers.
They do have their woolly jumpers on, that's for sure.
No, that's what you make out of the sheep's wool.
And yet they're wearing their woolly jumpers at the moment. That being said, how much wool have they actually made? 124 litres so far.
That's enough for one thing, I think. I must say, I do like the turning radius on this.
Have you never driven that one before?
No, I haven't.
It's quite nice to drive. But it fills up rather quickly because it's got a small grain tank.
Could have fooled me. Well, the good thing if you've got a tractor with a combine with a header, you do make your way through the crop without crop destruction. But the only problem with that disc buying is if you've got crop destruction on a grass field, you damage the grass before you cut it.
That was on 17, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
It was in 17 it used to damage the crop.
Well, you've got a disc buying which just sits off to one side.
Not if you have it. Not if you have it directly behind. It doesn't.
No, I think it does make a. You obviously leave tyre tracks in the field.
Yeah, you make tire tracks, but you don't do as much damage as you did.
Okay. Never use that end cab, it's terrible.
Yeah. All the combines are pretty bad on the cab view.
No, some of them aren't. This one's terrible because of how small it is, and because of how close you are to the. For some headers sit slightly out in front of it. This one is so close that you can see the dust coming off it. There is one thing you could have done to help with the truck. You could have taken the cover off.
It'll automatically come off as you go near it.
Will it?
Yeah. One of the cockerels is missing. Why is there a big pile of pig food outside the Pig pen.
I couldn't fit all of my trailer into the thing, so I just tipped it on the ground, and then we'll
Okay.
put it back in as they go through it. That was a plan.
There he is. Happy
Well, I
hens.
wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about leaving the damn help window.
22 on your side panel.
Yeah, I know. I had to get rid of it.
Happy pigs. Let's go see the horses.
Yeah, there's not much warning with this when it fills up. Well, I hope you can afford a weeder later on, because you've got it set that way.
Great. Weeds. Weeds are fun. Yeah, we did have one viewer, but they seem to have disappeared.
Right, with the trailer, I've set it so it goes out the back door, not the grain doors.
Okay.
Well, the good thing about the truck is that the truck is the right height to go under it.
That's why I didn't want to bring the really big trailer out, just in case it didn't fit under it.
Are you baling already?
I'm just lining up at the moment. It likes to turn sharply on the reverse step plate. You can actually see the action moving on the top and the side.
Yeah, have you actually tried doing hard farm work without the help menu?
I don't have the help menu or the map on.
Well, how do you know what you're doing? How do you know what you're doing with how the tools will operate?
Muscle memory.
Oh yeah, because you're using the side panel, aren't you?
No, at the moment I'm just using the controller to follow a swath of straw.
Is the swath wide enough for it?
Yeah, swath is perfect size for it. Ah, hello trailer.
My bad.
I'll just put it at the top of the field for.
I don't know where I'll need it against it. It just happened to stop there when it was full.
These are tiny bales. They're like what the bales should be in the base game, if you know what I mean. They're what they should be.
Please don't try to sound like a soppy, like a 45-year-old girl when she sees a cute little puppy.
I'm not. This is what they should be like. You should be able to make bales that you can actually move around by hand, not need things with front loaders and things like that. you should be able to move them around by hand as base game. Shouldn't need a
Yeah, I know
mod
what you
for
mean.
that.
The base ones that in real life you can pick them up one by one. I mean the ones that the game makes that you have to
Are
pick
the
up
really
by
big ones that
dedicator.
you'd only have, what, 2 or 3 at a time, and then you would go to it for the majority of the year to get your straw or your hay from. Most likely straw usually are the really big ones, because it takes longer for it to rot down than the hay does.
No, the bales in this are like the bales in remember back to college when the bales we used to pick up and carry.
Yeah, this is what
They're,
this is what these small ones are. That's the size they are. Whereas the
well,
ones
I think
in the,
it's
right, the ones you buy from the
yeah.
shop, if you remember back to when they used to use the case to move the giant straw bale from under the farm
Yeah.
workshops, sort of service area is what I can call it.
Mhm.
That's the size that all the other balers in this game make. This one makes the ones that you would normally see that you can actually move around by hand.
What about the ones that? What about that bale I had to carry up? I had to carry bottom of my back once.
That's what what I'm making now are.
You sure?
Yes.
That was horrible carrying that. I was still finding straw down the back of my neck later on.
It's not a hay
Even
bale
when I
you
got
did
home.
that with.
I mean, even after I'd had a shower, I was still finding straw.
Was it not a hay bale you did that with?
No, straw bale. It was a bale of some sort, I don't know. But I was still finding straw later on, even after a shower.
Hello, viewer.
Do you remember what that shower was like at the house we had?
Yeah, it was. It was really cramped and enclosed.
Yeah, the one between your room and the chubby one's room.
Aye, the chubby one.
Hmm. Does it offset that baler?
Yes.
Top speed?
6 miles an hour. It's no slower than any of the other balers in the game.
Other balers are 12.
I don't know what planet you're living on where the other balers are 12 miles an hour.
Look in the shop, you'll see.
None of them go 12 miles an hour when you've got them active and their pickup is down.
No, it depends on the swath really. 'Cause, I mean, I've had one which has gone like over a swath. It had to go 8 miles an hour.
At least with making these really small bales, we don't want them driving the crop. That would be bad. If we're making these really small bales, is we won't need to worry about tedding grass. We can just drive on it.
What do you mean?
Well, not tedding, windrowing. We won't have to windrow it into a thing. We can just drive on it, and it'll pick it up as it is.
Okay. I think the other thing is I'm trying to work out where you've left bales so I don't hit them or anything. But to be honest, a bale that size and a combine this size.
It'll probably send it flying halfway across the map before we even know it's gone. Mind you, I was playing Skyrim last night, and towards the end of my interactive stream, which there'll probably be one of those episodes tomorrow. Towards the end of it, I went to my house in the what's called the Tundra Homestead, and a deer from the game spawned in the air above my house and dropped down to the ground.
What's that happen?
Skyrim is full of bugs. Always has been. But you'd have thought they would have like removed them when they remastered the game, but they haven't. Like there's still game-breaking bugs in there now. I just rammed one of those bales.
Yeah, but what was that big massive update like farming?
That was in preparation for RDC to make the crops in that compatible.
Well,
Now whether that'll be added in a DLC, I don't know. Because didn't it add alfalfa and was it rye? Alfalfa and rye they added on RDC? I don't know.
But all I know is that I had to do updates on almost every tractor I've got.
Oh, that was a sound update. They updated all the sound files for all the giant modded tractors.
Okay.
So anything the Giants themselves have added to the mod hub, it all got sound updates. So the 8340 got one, which is what I'm driving now. A couple of the Fence got updates. All the Challenger mods got updates. As in the tractors wise, they got updates.
I don't need them.
Yeah, I don't use the big buds. I only ever used them like once properly in 17. And I don't really like their style. They're just too wide. They don't actually look like tractors.
And whenever I use them, I always found as I think I said to you before, 3 litres of fuel just to do a turnaround.
I know. They were crazy on the fuel consumption. Our viewer has left. What a shame.
As I said to you yesterday, that or earlier, that my 8400 ran out of fuel yesterday.
You said that to me earlier, actually, when you were streaming. Was it Train Sim?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whichever one of your streams I was watching earlier.
Train Sim.
Yeah, because I didn't catch your farming one.
I just found after however long I did it for that no one was watching it, so I was like, no one's watching it. Okay.
Fair enough.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's probably because almost everyone does farming streams.
Possible. Yeah, there's quite a few bits this thing has missed. It hasn't got a really wide pickup like some of the bigger balers do.
So you think that I'm the only one who does Train Sim World on console?
You're the only one I've seen so far on console streaming it. I've not seen it on anyone else. Console-wise, that is. I've seen it on PC a few times, but not console.
Well, because it's almost impossible to do on console.
It's not impossible. Some would argue that playing this on console's impossible because you can't have all the mods that basically make the game do it for you.
Yeah, but that's because every guy wants that is absolutely lazy.
Yep. And even if we did have things like, is it course play, the one where you plan out the GPS field for the tractor to work in, and it just goes and does it, because it pretty much just turns on the autopilot.
Yeah, you tell the program what field you're in, and then how big the machine is, and how many headlands you want it to do, and then basically the game works it out for you. This thing doesn't have reversing things on it.
No, it doesn't have a reversing sound on it.
Oh, whoa. Have you got Nova tyres on that?
I have communal tyres on the tractor and just the ones that the baler came with. I quite like the look of them on this tractor. They look quite good, so I thought, why not?
I usually go for knobbly ones.
They are knobbly.
I sometimes think fuck me sideways, upside down. That wasn't good. I forgot how quickly this thing fills up. And the thing is, it doesn't like stop. It only shuts the header off. It doesn't do anything else.
Yeah, it doesn't stop
bring
you.
Yeah, you have to bring it to stop yourself.
Hi, Colby.
Colby?
Colby, he's a viewer. He's just commented.
What's he said?
Hi.
How do we?
Colby, Kolbie.
Colby, I'm not seeing what you see.
That's true, you don't see it, do you?
Now, that's the funny thing about multiplayer live streams, that it only sees it from the person who's
streaming, yeah.
But obviously you do see part of it from when, if you're nearby me, you do see both of us.
Yeah. But see, I miss, when people do comment, I miss a lot of the comments because I'm not focusing on them, on the comments. I'm focusing on whatever job it is I'm doing. So, at the moment, I'm focusing on picking up the pieces that I missed up here the first time round.
Oh, there are bales everywhere. Couldn't you have done it after couldn't you have done the bales after I finished the field?
Well, what would I have done in the meantime? I've been to check the animals.
Grain carting for me?
Is it full?
Well, yeah, it is. I was unloading it now.
This is the problem that we have because there's no communication. There's no communication. You could have told me beforehand and I could have taken it away to unload.
Was this, was a horn toot? Seven. So as you obviously now know, your the side panel's now paid off.
Yeah, which is all good.
Do you know what? I got a thank you letter in the post actually from Toy.
Oh yeah, what for?
For the money I donated.
Okay.
Or for the money I raised.
So the money you raised working?
No, for the money I raised for the car 10 I did.
Oh yeah, 'cause you did that race, didn't you?
Yeah, and I'm doing it again next year as well.
Fair enough.
Well, for my own amusement.
Because why not?
Well, I think the thing is, as Well, everyone said that. It's not, you don't always, people aren't always generous. They were generous once. Oh my god, you won't believe what I've just seen in the corner. And on the weather front stuff, it says sunshine, and the next one is rain.
Rain. You're gonna want to stay on here now until you see it actually rain, because you've never seen it rain.
Well, that won't be in about 6 hours. So.
That's okay.
6 in-game hours. We're looking at about 2,300.
And by the time we're finished picking up these bales, it probably will be 2,300.
Yeah, because I find, you know, that even when you're in single player, even on ×1, the clock does quite quickly go down. You notice that?
When you're actually like doing a job, it does.
Because I've been doing some stuff in Oakfield, I was doing some stuff in Oakfield recently, and I suddenly looked at the time and realised, and it was wondering why that one of my workers had put his lights on, like. Oh, and it was like, the workers, their lights come on about half seven.
I think it depends on the map, because when I had a worker on Marwell, they put them on at 5:30.
5:30?
Yeah.
That's odd.
So I think it actually depends on the map as to what time they actually put their lights on.
The thing is, if we want to, then when we pick up the bales, then that would both of us be chucking them on the trailer, or do we just chuck them on and tie them down, or do we just chuck them on and then just put the straps over?
Try to neatly stack them. It depends how many we have. It might be 2 trailer loads before.
But at first, we can just chuck them on.
Depends which trailer we put them in.
I thought you wanted to put them in IFA.
Don't have it yet. Like we
might get the money we need for it from the grain.
We might get it from the grain.
Because to be honest, as I was saying earlier, the only rain I've seen is from, to obviously
watching people's Let's Plays. Yeah. Watching his Let's Plays and other people's Let's Plays. Yeah. I've only ever seen it rain twice. And once was on...
Shout out to Mr. CDP.
Is it Ravenport? Is that what it's called? The starting US map?
Ravenport is a heap of awful map.
I second that opinion, but that was at the start, that was the only maps that we could play was Ravenport and Felsbrunn. And Felsbrunn's okay. Prefer Ravenport to Felsbrunn though.
Yeah, I believe the weather thing's the next weather thing's 6 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems to be every 6 hours in game that the weather actually changes.
No, because all I've had really is like I've had sun and then cloud and then went back to sun again. I was like, seriously?
Yeah, you've never actually seen the rain.
No. Well, I'm just looking through the help thing in the TV. General, map, codes, don't care, don't care, don't care, we don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, we don't care.
It's probably not going to tell you.
Weather forecast. The weather forecast accepts what you do in weather. Whilst it's hailing or rain, you cannot harvest your crops and you have to wait till it stops. Keep an eye out on the weather forecast icon on the top right corner. When 2 weather icons are displayed, the right one will show what weather will happen in 6 hours.
So it is 6 hours.
Yeah. We better get harvesting then.
Yeah. Before the rain comes in.
Have you got any other more harvesting to do?
There will be, but we'll have to be getting the bales off this field first. Speaking of bales, how many have we actually made? Oh, it doesn't show you the statistics, does it?
No,
While
only
you're in
console
multi.
does that. Only PC does that.
Yeah, it doesn't show you unless you're in Korea, does it? Kind of stupid, really, but there we
No, it
go.
doesn't even show you in Korea either.
It does in Korea.
Holy moly, look how dirty that is.
I know. It's crazy.
Next field we do, you're on the harvester.
I'll go on the harvester now if you want to take over on the baler.
Yeah, if you want to. I just want to call a bale over.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, it's everything's still on.
That is slightly naughty.
Yeah, I see, mate.
Too much time and effort going through the courts.
I like the texture they've got on it though.
Well, on the bales.
No, on the thing as it picks it up. So I think the best way it picks it up is that if you can get the tyres just by the side of the road.
Like directly in the middle of the pickup and the baler. Seems to be the best place to do it.
And I kind of found that in 17, when we're back, every 50, I think 50%, that's when the bale dropped out. And when one dropped out, and it was making and it was like halfway making a new one. Doesn't the dirt from this is kind of, if you're really looking at it in a kind of normal way, the dirt coming off the tyres?
Maybe. Wouldn't explain how the dirt got on the roof of it though.
But they say the dust from the tyres.
Possibly.
And there's one thing that's definitely not normal, is that all these balers, they pick up when you reverse over it.
No, some of them can do that. Not all of them, but some of them can. It's not good for them. But a lot of the older balers, like their pickups, are powered by, like, you know how old seeders would only put the seed in the ground by turning the gears on the wheels, and it was driven from the wheels rather than the... That would appear to be the case with that particular baler.
Well, I've seen some people that have done videos of balers with them, the baler the tractor hauls it, but then the baler's got a separate engine on it.
Like that.
It's like the tractor just haven't got the oomph for it.
Like that wood chipper that you can pull round with a tractor, but can operate by itself. The Gen's one.
But give me a heads up when you need me to bring the truck over.
92% full.
You know, I kind of do the same as the hired help do on this. driving a combine, I put the beacons on about 80%. I'm surprised this baler doesn't get jammed up, because even though the spots are small, it looks like it really clears it out.
It does. It only holds 500 litres.
500?
Yeah. Oh, you think 500 litres versus a 4,000 litre bale. Yeah, that 4,000 litre bale weighs 4 tonnes, but that bale on its own weighs half a tonne.
And these are the ones we can pick up by hand, aren't they?
Yeah. And if you actually let this thing go on the hill, like I'm letting it go and I don't have cruise control on, and it's still just going for it.
So I just steer it so it doesn't go.
Pipe has been deployed.
Running down the field, running down the field.
I see you running down the field.
Oh, comes to the bells. Where's the best place for barley?
Barley? I don't know.
This is barley, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't look.
I'd say Petervill factory.
Yeah, where is that though?
I know where it is. I'll go up to it. It's out on the road, up past field 7.
Oh, by the sawmill, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe the red ones are roads, aren't they?
Yeah, and then the yellow ones are side roads.
Do you want the speed turned down in the truck, or do you want it left at 51?
Up to you.
I'm going to put it at 30 because that part comes when we go up. Use the indicators, perfect.
Self-praise is never good.
Oh, I use the indicator.
I just had a message from Chroma saying you're not playing Skyrim. So yeah, that's what I said.
You actually said that to him?
Yeah. Well, fair. Which she'll probably take offense at.
Tough haters.
That's what I said. I don't care anymore if it upsets her. Yeah. There will be a Skyrim stream tomorrow.
And here comes the money.
Really? That's actually quite a lot. That was quite a income. We can definitely afford the item now. Hello, viewer.
sound like James Mayer.
Who? James May. Oh, the traffic guy. I thought Richard Hammond was Captain Snow.
No, he's a hamster. Here goes the orangutan, Captain Slow, and hamster.
Punching in the asshole.
Called the orangutan because he's an 8 foot long arms. I don't see the similarity, but apparently they think together is. Or when they started the Grand Tour, a shaved apron suit.
She can hear you talking about her. Apparently.
Oh.
Coma's watching.
And? Start one like you, I'm beyond caring about some certain things.
I'm beyond caring about certain things.
And where do you think I get it from?
Not me. For once, that's not actually something that you learnt from me. That was somebody else.
No, I learned well from the...
Oh crap, I just ran over the crop. Again. But it's intact. Well, the majority of it's intact. The bit that went underneath is intact. The bit that went under the wheels, that got wrecked. I need to be unloaded.
I swear I sound like Jimmy Carr every time I laugh. It's terrible.
And to think that this combine is probably, what, 20, 30 years old, if not more.
Your point?
Like, I'm just looking inside the cab now, all the different dials and switches, and to think that this is only, what, 20, 30 years old, but even in those times they started adding in loads and loads of switches and levers and things.
You missed a spot here, but is that where you've been going up that bit again?
Yeah, I'll be going up that bit again.
And just show off a little bit. There we go. I quite literally reversed up here.
Not a very large grain tank at all on this one.
No, not really.
It's a nice combine, but I think we do need to go for one slightly bigger, capacity-wise. Like, maybe the Massey would have been the better call.
Massey Ferguson Activia?
Yeah, maybe that would have been the better call. Like, just for capacity-wise, because... although this one is good, it's a little bit too small, even for this field, I would say. But some people like their combines to be small, gives them more work to do.
Well, interestingly, there's you can get combines that you actually doesn't even have a cab on it.
Yeah, is that the Bison? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Oh, real wheel slip. That was awesome.
The Bison Super...
Yeah, but that's
Z056.
that's old school.
Yeah, that's ancient. That thing's prehistoric. Look at that thing. Grain tank is tiny. Price is pretty good though. But yeah, I think that Massey would have been the better one.
But there's one thing I do agree on with you with this, is that I do like this baler, and the moving parts on it and everything.
But then that John Deere T560, that's a nice looking combine. We've got that on Oakfield. And
Oh, yeah, I know that
it
one.
would open up a wider range of crops as well for us then.
How come?
Because you can put a corn header on it.
This one doesn't come with a corn header then?
Nope. And the New Holland corn header doesn't fit it, it's too big. It's the one for
Isn't
the
there one that...
is it the CR09? Is that what it's called?
Isn't there one that fits this one then?
Not that's New Holland. One of the fixed corn headers does fit it.
What do you mean one of the fixed ones?
One of the smaller ones, because the Massey ones don't come with, like Massey don't make corn headers. Case do. Case make corn headers. They were in 17 though. I don't think I've seen one in 19 yet. Unless they added one in and I just haven't noticed. But then that being said, I tend to stick to just John Deere's. I don't tend to buy Masseys or New Hollands. Because of course when 15 came out and the New Hollands were first added, it was everything New Holland. But when I was playing 13, the majority of my equipment was actually Ursus tractors.
Ursus, indeed.
Yeah, Ursus. When they went through their strange, like, salmon red colour. I much prefer their blue one.
You used Ursus?
Yeah, Ursus are okay. They're okay. They wouldn't be my first choice, but they are okay.
Well, I mean, I used to play, I played the Hagerstaff one when they brought that out.
Isn't that, like, really, really big? And all the animals are, like, spread really, really far apart.
There's no animals in it, actually.
Well, there's no animals in it.
No, I don't think so.
Was Hagenstead the one with the built-in, like, the little compound that your farm started off in? And it had that walled-in compound?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like a 2008, 13 now.
Might have to jump on there and just have a look at some point.
Yeah, it's not brilliant though. I mean, I had it, but don't hate me over it, but I had a vent on it.
Nasty,
Only
horrible,
because
wastes of
only
space.
because it came with a gearbox on it, sound on it.
You're into that strange gearbox sounding thing.
Yeah, so when it was driving, you could at certain points that you'd hear the gear change.
Was that the tracked one?
No. Can't remember off the top of my head which one it is.
Or was it one of their 500 series ones?
I don't know, but to be honest, Dov, I can barely make out this in New Holland anymore. The amount of dirt on it.
Yeah, that's gonna need a wash.
Oh, you don't have it. I have it. Because you don't have it, I can't tell which one it is.
Is it the 509 and 510 series? Is that what it's got?
Yeah, I think so.
I was watching CVP's mod review. Yeah, but I wouldn't go Fendt. Even if that was like the primary sort of tractors, if I do get those small holdings eventually, and Fendt are the primary tractors in the area, I would still go for a Massey, a John Deere, a New Holland or a Case over a Fendt any day of the week.
Yeah, that's the case with me.
Hell, I would even go for JCB over Fendt, and that is saying something.
No.
Yes.
Remember, we got rid of someone because they said they went on about JCB.
Yeah, but I would rather have a JCB than a Fendt any day of the week.
Well, even after so Knobhead said JCBs are better than John Deere's.
Well, JCB did just beat the British tractor speed record of 103.6 miles an hour.
Impossible.
Not impossible, they beat it with their newest fast track.
Are you sure you didn't put nitros in it?
Probably did. They probably broke it in the process.
So what the actual highest speed recorded at the time was
103.6.
103.6.
Yeah.
And they couldn't go over that.
No. It doesn't beat the world speed record though, because it wasn't put for the world speed record, which it would beat anyway.
Well, it wasn't actually officially put for the world speed record. So
it wasn't put
count.
for the it wasn't put for the Guinness Book of Records speed record, which is still 99 point something, which was done by Vulture. It was only done for the British one.
Is this the tractor world speed record?
Yeah, the Guinness Book of Records.
That's an official thing.
Yeah. There's a record for everything.
But surely tractors aren't meant to be raced anyway.
No. But people do race them. Oh, this is going to be fun getting out of here.
Turn traffic off then.
I'll just use the tractor to move that header trailer back, I think.
Sorry, tractor in use.
Well, then I'll have to use the big fancy case, won't I? I do like that case, fair play. I prefer it to the standard in game often. But if I had to choose between that 7310 and that Optum 300 CVX, I would choose the John Deere every time. Just because it...
Oh, are you wearing your John Deere hat? Didn't catch that.
Yeah, my controller lagged. It's downstairs with the rest of my work gear.
Oh, okay. I wear my hat whenever I'm doing farming.
I know you do.
But up to the point it gets uncomfortable because somehow the headset makes it uncomfortable.
No, because the headset would be squeezing your head.
No, it's quite loose. The headset's quite loose.
So Chrome has not actually seen the animals on here yet.
As long as he doesn't say, can you cut down trees on this? Leave that to.
Oh, we won't be cutting down trees on this map. There shall be no logging on this map. But we have walking woolly jackets.
Walking stakes.
Yeah, we got four-legged walking stakes. We got a lot of those. Lots of those. We like those. Whereas, if I was to actually get a small holding, I would probably just have cattle on it. I wouldn't have sheep, because sheep are so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not, and I wouldn't. If you had put an ad for working on it and I went for it, I wouldn't help with sheep at all because not after college was bad enough.
Yeah, college is bad enough with sheep, and they require just so much time and attention. Whereas cattle, it's look at them, they're okay.
I think that's why sometimes I get a problem with a sore jaw every so often. I think one of the sheep did catch me in the face once.
Now we have horses, 2 of those.
Well, you know that time I was helping the Sean with the sheep. I think when I came back to lunch, I had mud on one side of my face.
We have a
I'd
new
fallen over
pig.
trying to catch. We do?
Yeah, we got
Well,
101 of them now.
last time I saw it, it did say the next animal within the hour.
Yeah, we had 100, and now I got 101. And in the next hour or so, in game, we'll have another one. But they need cleaning, so I'm gonna grab the.
They need cleaning already?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there are 100 of them.
don't normally do animals in such large quantities.
No, I usually I mean, I do. At some point, I'm gonna get the trophy for the breeding one, and then obviously when it happens, I'm gonna like only keep like, make a fortune from selling them every so often.
What are you doing on yours then? Are you doing all the animals? Or...
Well, I've got all the animals.
Yeah, so you're doing all of them.
Yeah,
Sheep are
but as I
pretty
said,
good. Cattle are
it's really
good.
hard for one person to do that farm. And I mean, I think I will take your advice. I will, even though I put lime and fertilizer on, well, lime fields, whatever it is, I will sell it back to the government.
Field 15.
Yeah, it is way too big.
It's too big if there's just one of you. If there's a few of you on there, then yeah, definitely have a field like that.
I mean, I will get it when I've got like enough stuff to get stuff going. Because at the moment, I'm using the same thing that we sold to when we bought the pig food.
Mm.
But my main aim is to like get enough grain in there, do it that way, and then actually instead of having to buy total mixed ration from that buy point, I'd make it with bales.
Bales that you make yourself.
Which is what I'm having to do. Well, no, I'm having to buy the total mixed ration. I mean, yeah, I've got the mixing wagon, but I just pour and just buy it straight from these buy points. I don't understand, it's boiling in here.
Yeah, it's really hot where I am as well.
I don't understand. I mean, probably my console's been on a while. My radiator's not on because I've turned it off completely. I don't know what it can be. Well, I did have food not long ago, and it was spicy chicken wings and chips.
Well, I didn't actually have dinner tonight. But if I was going to, I probably would have had chicken wings as well.
And you know, they tried to think that I'd asked them for 2 orders instead of 1. I distinctly remember saying 1. Yeah, 1. I said 1, and then the guy said £12 bill. I'm like, you what? £12. Like.
But I'm ordering one order,
6.
not 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he thought I'd said 2.
Yeah, Domino's, whenever I order from Domino's, sometimes they'll try something like that.
Well, I've got the people that work at the USA store now for the foreign.
It doesn't mean that they're bad at their jobs. But they're probably trying to impress their bosses.
They have got about 5 or 3 or 4 things sizzling at once.
end.
There's lamb kebab going round on a spit. There's a fryer doing doing the chicken wings. There's a fryer doing the chips.
Stop talking about food. It's too late to go and cook those chicken wings in the fridge.
Well, they're frozen ones that you just stick in the oven for about 2 minutes.
No, you stick them in the oven. They're not frozen, but you stick them in the oven for like 20 minutes. But our oven...
20 minutes? Wait for something.
Our oven has a tendency to charcoal everything that goes in it if left unattended. And obviously, because I'm streaming, I can't just go and cook chicken wings.
Oh, I never told you. I once left the live stream to go to the loo once, and all I did was stick something on the worker and went, and people were just looking at the worker going up and down.
This little Massey here that you can get, I forget what it is. I think it's a 77,000 series. Is nice. I really like this Massey.
No, we're getting the IFA, remember?
No, I'm all about the Massey that we got with the front loader.
Oh, right.
It's a really nice Massey.
Isn't that the thing you get with wasn't that the anniversary edition one?
That's the one.
Yeah, the one that you say I've got in the horrible colour.
Yeah, because you went for that stupid gloss colour. Like, what on earth possessed you to go for shiny gloss on a workhorse? Like that.
It looked awesome.
No, it looks ridiculous. The tractor
Well, it
is
doesn't look good when it's
supposed
dirty, though.
the tractor is supposed to be covered in dirt and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look good when it's dirty, though.
And there's you driving around in what would be classed as a showroom piece. This is Pimp My Tractor. Mind you, back in the day, back when I used to play a game on the computer called Pimp My Gun, where you could pretty much make any gun you wanted. It was quite a good game back in the day. I do not want the tipper, I want the low loader.
You're getting rid of the low loader for the...
Okay, why is it in the air?
Did you lower the ramps by accident?
No, the ramps are up, but whenever I connect this trailer to a tractor's tow hitch, even with the low hitch that this one actually has, which is meant to be for the low tow hitches and drawbars and things, it still jumps up in the air when you attach it. But it's not gliding like some other mods do.
Wow. That felt awesome. It smells horrible.
Nice.
Okay.
Everybody that is watching has probably just heard you cracking them off.
That was like a two-tone fart there.
Nice. Because we want to talk about your farts.
I did them on my live stream. I was like, yep, just crack them all.
I don't think these bales are gonna... Okay, there we go. For a minute, I didn't think they'd actually go on this trailer. I wonder how many I reckon 5.
You can barely see this trailer anymore.
Let us know in the comments how many you reckon it'll go across. I reckon 5.
Basically, look at it. You can barely see it anymore.
Oh wow. Wow. What is this thing that you're pulling around?
I believe it's a New Holland baler. No, damn it. I'm not quite on there properly. Whoa, careful. I'd say 5.
Yeah, I said 5.
There you go, got it. Whoa, what the?
You're standing on one. So this is the fun part. This is where we go around the field now, picking up every one of these little bales and manually stacking them on this trailer.
Stuff, the thing doesn't go across them.
Does it not?
No.
Can you pick them up?
No, I mean the...
Oh, it doesn't go across them, but it does lock them down. That's okay. It does, yeah, it does that sometimes.
On the IFA, doesn't it go across them?
Yeah, on the IFA it might.
I thought you were going to get the IFA though, weren't you?
Yeah, but we'll see what that one does first.
I get a funny thing with these, they glitch through the trailer.
Yeah, they go through the trailer, but if you actually bring them above the trailer and let them go, they actually sit properly.
Ooh, okay, no. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, you're better at doing it than I am. It's difficult to put them in place.
We might just have to do it off screen because there are quite a lot of them.
Hmm.
Like all those. And I don't just want to sit here for the next several hours picking these up.
Stuff, do you think that an auto-loading trailer would work?
Not for these.
No?
No, there's not one scripted for these. It's just scripted for the normal sized ones.
Oh, nice.
So I think that's probably going to do it about here, I reckon. We'll continue to stack some of these off screen. But what we will do is we will go and sell the barley that's in that trailer.
I'm getting tired.
And then there might, depending on the time, be a quick Skyrim live stream. Maybe. I just gotta remember to load up the character for the series and not the orc character that I started this afternoon.
The orc character?
Yeah, I started an orc character because I wanted an orc, two-handed weapon wielding orc, who is at the moment a vampire. Because I always join the Dawn Guard, and although I do prefer the look of the Dawn Guard, it's just nice to play as the vampires for a change.
Why is it so hot? I don't understand.
Apparently we're getting hit by a heat wave next month. And it's gonna last for 3 weeks.
I'm okay.
Die quietly, would you?
That was odd. That's horrible. Okay.
So many bales. Right. Where's that trailer?
Do you think having small bales would be a good idea now?
Now that I look at actually how many of them there are, no. No, I don't.
Well, it depends on what we're doing them. Are we doing them to like reusing them, or are we going to sell them?
We'll probably sell the majority because of how many there are, but we will keep some back just in case.
I mean, I don't know if you... Well, for the moment, probably I'm just throwing them on the trailer. Or do you want them neatly stacked on the trailer?
Try to stack them neatly. Right. And completely overshoot the corner.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, do you think on the IFA, that if you like have the... With this, as the script goes over goes under whatever that is that attaches straps things down, do you think that would go, goes under the bales?
That's naughty, that is. There's a DAV truck up here. What else we got? That's very naughty. There are 2 DAV trucks up here. We'll be doing those off screen because I'm going to just stream shipping bales. So we've actually made a pretty good profit off of that field. About 10 grand's worth off that field, give or take a few hundred. I might do another Skyrim stream. If anybody is interested, let us know in the comments. If not, I'll leave it till tomorrow.
So with the straps, the bales are strapped down, aren't they? They can't move them.
Yeah. When it's just, it does lock them in place, but it doesn't have an animation of them actually going over.
I think it does it on the iPhone, I know that.
Well, I haven't used them on the iPhone. My original plan was, because I didn't think there would be so many, was to only load them up to just the top of the IFA. Yeah, like a layer above the IFA.
No.
But now that there's so many, we might have to do like 2 or 3 layers above the IFA.
Well, the funny thing is that when you're carrying a bale and you're not on the trailer, you flip just on the trailer.
That's the truck away anyway.
I mean, I'm having to use apparently moving the camera actually positions the bale as well.
Does it?
Hmm. Apparently so.
I do like this tractor very, very much, but as I said earlier, given the choice between this and a John Deere, I'd take a John Deere every single time.
I keep getting that's the wrong control. Keep thinking X is drop.
No, circle's drop.
Odd reason.
Circle is drop and pick up.
I know that now.
Just listen to this thing when it actually gets its speed up.
Come on, I'm stacking bells for you.
Yeah, I'm talking to the viewers, not you. I don't know whose yard this is, but I'm going in here to turn around. Sue me.
And I'll take you to court as you were never there, so you can't prove I was there.
Yeah, you can't prove I was here. I don't see any CCTV. Oh look, taking a turn without having the indicator active. That's typical me, that is. I was going to turn into that field full of corn there, which I think we do own.
Crop destruction.
Yeah, I don't know why I was going to turn into that field.
So, do you think it will pin the bird down if you've got, like, if you put a second stack on top?
Don't know, we can always look. That's the wrong one.
I don't think it will stack it over. I don't think it will like stack
No,
over
it
the
doesn't.
top. But I don't know. I don't know if it will lock it down still though.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Right, I think that's going to do it for this one, because Chroma is demanding a Skyrim live stream. So Chroma shall get
God,
their Skyrim live stream. But Chroma did not actually finish the end of the first one. Or Chroma may have actually seen me kick that dragon's scaly hide.
Neither did I stop, so...
Well, if you want to watch and like fall asleep watching, the whole point of the series is subscribers and viewers get to decide what I do. So, what factions I join, what choices I make. Am I a complete, twisted and evil, manipulative asshole, or am I generally honourable? Do I join the Thieves Guild? Do I kill the Dark Brotherhood instead of joining them?
That's actually how I that's how I got so many views on that's why I found it easier. I found it better to do live streams on Train Sim World.
Yeah, because you just let them, decide what they want to see.
Yeah, that's why I got it. That's why I got it on the CSX one, because I let a viewer decide what scenario, what next to go on, which was a bad idea because it failed.
Well, CXX, what do you expect?
Winter blizzard.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Being on the line in the winter.
Oh, fuzz fuck.
Fuzz fuck. What?
Yeah, I had it all I had those perfectly lined up, and then I just knock it with this other one.
That's fine. What, these ones you mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Why is it trying to go forward? Are you grabbing more at the same time? Or is it because we're both handling stuff and we're so close?
I got that one there, but some of the time it's really hard to get it perfect.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
But what I do, I'd play, hang on, don't, hang on. Because you sometimes find that it glitches through the trailer.
Yeah, it does.
And then when you release it, it appears up then.
That's cool that you can angle them in your hands. I didn't know you could do that.
No, I prefer not to do that. I mean, I just use the camera angle and me actually moving to do it. Wait, you... Teddy.
Right. That's gonna do it for this one, I think. Give me 5 minutes to change over to Skyrim.
Where are you?
I'm by here. How many have you got on there, Gent? 3. Let's...
The stuff you put that,
yeah, let's finish that stack.
This barrel you took from you took from it. What the?
Where'd that go? It went under the trailer. John, you've got no head.
Hey?
Turn around.
Where?
Kneel down.
Oh,
you got no
head then.
Yeah, you've got no head either.
Oh, help! Help! Run!
And then there was one.
Run!
I got your bail out for you.
You sure you didn't try and bail?
That's terrible.
What? I had to add that into it.
Yeah, you had to, didn't you?
What was the last slammer I did last time we did a live stream? I did something.
I don't know. You'd have to go watch it again. Right.
I said something was quite funny. There was something funny I said.
Was it you? Funny, really? Right, now that those are stacked, I don't know if we'll actually be able to put a thing across those. There doesn't appear to be one. Oh, there we go.
Right, well they worked well on that. I mean, next time we'll do it. If time we do this, we'll do it on. See how the Alpha Williams does.
Yeah, we'll test them. Right,
I think the Alpha Williams is more for smaller bales. I think.
Let's just save it, because I'm not doing all that work again, because screw that. Give me 5 minutes to change the game coma, then I shall be on Skyrim.
Right, well, thanks for having me, Staff.
Yeah, my pleasure.